I did just want to make a comment. It is incredible to come into the library. I had one or two experiences that I came in and no one knew that I was on the library board, which is really good. And I had compliments left and right of how great all the programs were, raves about the Pokemon cards, the snacks, the homework help. They were telling me things that I do know about, but I just was like, let me hear it, you know? It's incredible. And the community loves you guys all, raves about the programs, and it was just so heartwarming and exciting to hear it from someone that, I mean, I know it because I'm on here, but to get that information from another community member, it just meant the world. And I was like, they're doing so good. And I mean, it's been a few years and we just keep getting better and better and better. So thank you all. Interns, you guys have a piece to do with this too. So thank you for everything you guys are doing. It's truly, truly a lot of work, but it's good work.
Making great impact.
Thank you.
Yes.
I know it's sometimes nice for parents to take pictures with or family members to take pictures with their
Children.
young adults. I don't want to children. So we'll go ahead and go through the meeting, but if you guys would like to take photos, it won't bother us at all.
Yeah, feel free. Okay. So we're gonna move on to item B, consent agenda. Approval, item B1, approval of minutes for the regular library board meeting of January 13, 2026. So I was at this meeting. Can I make a motion to approve?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need a second? Yeah, I was not in attendance, but I can make a second for this motion.
Thank you.
So I'll take roll call. President Hernandez,
Yes.
Trustee Altamirano,
Yes.
Trustee Banda is absent. Trustee George,
Yes, does it matter that I wasn't there?
It's okay. We'll put it in the notes that you were,
Okay.
but yeah.
so you approve?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I was not clear.
Trustee Sarates, Sandoval?
I was not present, but I approve, and I approve.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so motion carries 4-0
4-0.
with one absent.
Okay, thank you. So item C is our action item, nomination and appointment of library board vice president. So if you do see on the attachment for the agenda, it does state that it is through June 30th, 2026. The new terms will start after that, but we could have the conversation of doing the term appointment now and then it carrying over. So I think that would actually be just get it over with now. Conversation. Does anyone have any recommendations?
Can I motion to have it carry over, the appointment to carry over for the next 2 years, did you say?
Is it 1 year?
It'll ultimately be 13 months. So your bylaws say you do it typically in June, but we're just 1 month out from that.
We'll just do it. It'll be June, and then we'll have it do
Add
the
the
next
12.
12 months.
June after.
So it'll be from
to June.
June to June. Yeah. So
And the best way to do this is to have someone in this group nominate a particular person to be the vice. Yeah.
Should we get
Okay.
a second for the 2027?
would it be a second item? Is that what you're saying?
We can do it together.
No, to do it.
To have the motion seconded.
Yeah, you can do separate motions if you want. One to continue it for the full 13 months, and then you can select someone, or you
so-
can do it as one motion. It's up to you.
So Trustee
Okay.
George made the motion to extend it
to the
13
uh-huh.
months.
Okay.
And is there a second?
I second that. And I would like to make the recommendation, only because we're new, for Trustee Altamirano to be vice president.
I would be happy to serve as vice president, but I'm confused about my terms. I don't know where is.
I think you just got reappointed not too long ago, right?
I don't-
We have a list, and I apologize. So we did, okay, if we'll have Ember send the list to everybody so that we can be clear, because we had some delay in a few of them. So we'll make it very clear, exactly what the terms are for all of you. And I just don't know it off the top of my
And
head.
it's fine. It's just like a,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know when your term is
I
over.
think you're on for a while.
Appointment
but-
is fine in August.
I know.
Yeah,
June, but I don't know because I have been here for several terms, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is,
we'll clarify it, but for now.
I did speak with Amy Osuna this week, and she confirmed that the term that was appointed to you was shortened due to, having everyone on different tiers.
yeah, that's also.
But the last time you were nominated as vice president, you didn't take it because you weren't sure of if you would be reappointed. So we'd hate for that to happen again to you. So we can all, we're hoping that you reapply.
Yes, Miss. I'm happy. I'm just
Yes.
confused about the
term
different
times.
terms.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Because that's right. I remembered like this and this and this.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I
But-
will still be here through June 27, that's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I'll
you
send an email out tomorrow.
Do we need a second?
Yes.
So I second that Magdalena be appointed as president or vice
Vice
president.
President.
For the full 13. Yeah.
For the
like she
13
voted
month.
before.
13
Yeah.
months.
And then you can vote on both those now.
And let's see here. We have President Hernandez,
Yes.
Trustee Altamirano,
Yes.
Trustee Banda is absent, Trustee George,
Yes.
and Trustee Zarate Sandoval.
Yes.
So if you'd like to take your seat as a vice president.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, great.
How do we do that? Yeah.
Which is
Is she this one?
Here?
or-
It's on this one.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
I like it. No.
I thought it was to the right.
I think it's.
I don't know the rules. Dennis, are there rules about where the vice president sits?
I think that's been on both sides, but we don't
Yeah.
have the name tag.
Yeah. So it doesn't,
We'll
It's okay.
we'll
We'll
get
get
that taken care of.
get it. You can
Okay.
sit anywhere.
Okay, we'll do it here for.
I thought that was how you were the right-hand man or
Right,
whatever.
right, yeah,
I don't remember.
yeah. I know Valentina always sat right there, but I don't.
I
if
know.
there's a
Well,
reason.
because our previous vice president used to sit on this side.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe we're wrong
Or
this whole time.
have it.
I
yeah.
know. Okay. Well, congratulations. Okie dokie. So we will move on to item D, work session, library operations and strategic priorities. And so, okay. There's one thing that I would really, really love to happen. And you already know where's this coming.
Yeah.
There's I would love if we can finally get the ball rolling on the Friends of the Library. Either the blessing to do it or there something that I've been toying around with because it was recommended to me that it's done like this in a different location is working with maybe the Imperial Valley Community Foundation to facilitate donations and fundraising through them
Which group
to
is that?
benefit us.
Just say-
Imperial Valley Community Foundation. So they do, they manage a lot of different trust, I don't even know if trust funds are the right word, but for scholarships. So it would be a conversation that we could have if there's just no way, no how that we can get a Friends of the Library. But it would be very helpful. We've looked at it through all different ways. We have a donation pending to the library from my work. So we do matching global days of service. So depending on how many hours you volunteer, you get a stipend to that organization, which is wonderful because not only have I been here in time, but we're going to get a donation on top of that. They can't make a donation straight to the city. They can't make a donation straight to the library. So we need some nonprofit for those donations to land. And if we ever do an event to fundraise for the library or to have swag for field trips or something, it just would make much more sense to do it that way. So I would love that to be listed
On the priorities.
Yeah.
on our primaries. Please. And if we decide that we don't want to go with recreating or creating a 501c3, then we can have the conversation with another organization to do that. Thank goodness that that fire did not affect our building. The one right here.
Well, there was a fire.
There was a fire right next to the donut shop, and
That's true.
and it started behind the building, which is, so I don't know where I found that information, and I was like,
Don't touch our,
I was so
don't
scared.
touch our garden.
Oh my gosh, I know. So glad that that did not happen, but it also made me thankful that we did have that ready or not emergency preparedness conversation. So I would like us to look at that in our next planning meeting and see what they're recommending. There's just a lot of things that we can do. There's a lot of needs. We're doing I want to say good. We are doing good. We're doing a lot of good things, but there's a lot of things that we do need for the library. Service needs, one thing that I can think of off the bat, from when we have had special events.
What was that? I'm sorry.
A service need,
Servant.
because it says right here, service needs
Oh, gotcha.
and
Okay.
opportunities. Just from whenever we have had special events that the library board has come together, or previous members of the library board have come together, is the when we move things around, it's dusty, and some things can be a lot cleaner, especially in the kids area. I mean, well, not even kids area. We have children all over this library, and teens and adults. I would love that. And I came in during, I don't know what event it was, Ember, that it was actually super busy. I popped in randomly, or maybe it was in an afternoon. I don't remember. And it was bustling. It was lively, and we had so much activity going on. So just to have like a person that can just make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. The restrooms were it needs, and our team is doing a lot of things at once. They're helping people at the front desk, they're putting stuff away, they're answering questions. I've come in before looking for a book, and they've gotten up and helped us look for a book, with us along the way, or given recommendations. And they're also working on their computer, so I don't know what that looks like, if it's
And
a
they
grant
also
thing.
assist on the computers, the public
Yeah,
computers.
yeah, and I've seen that firsthand. Again, I don't know if this is something that would make sense if we did have a nonprofit, so that we could go after grants that are not specific to the library but could support something like that. I don't know, but those are just kind of my priorities to make us better. Does anyone feel free to jump in? Because I'm sure you guys may have been patrons here at the library, or have ideas for a library to make us better. This is, when we were having this conversation a few years ago, is how we came up with being a little bit more aggressive on social media and making a calendar for the community to see what we're doing and when, and that has worked out great since then. So I really encourage the conversation just to be open and throw out ideas. It's not always, and in no way, shape, or form is this nitpicking, because I think we're doing a phenomenal job. I'm just saying, how can we be better?
Exactly.
Well, can I just mention, when it comes to the restrooms, do we have maintenance? We have maintenance.
So the city does have a contract maintenance, and so they come in every evening. So what our staff that is working during the day,
Bless you.
we have high touch areas, and the use of the restrooms. We have cleaning kits for everybody, and so they're throughout the day wiping down areas. But to actually be pulling books out and dusting, while people are looking for a book, and stuff like that, it doesn't really work out that way. But yeah, they do their best at keeping everything clean. We all of our team members, if there's anything, we all chip in and clean
too.
up. Yeah.
Us too, for an event. We did talk about one time was having a rotation of toys. We have a lot of little ones who come into that sprout room. I don't know why I almost blanked on that. In that sprout room, that love all of those things. But all of those things, we know how foot's mouth and all these, I don't want to call them viruses, but that's what they are. And these kids love to touch,
And their mouths.
and they have the boogers and drool and I have a little one, so I know exactly what it is, and I've seen him, and I'm like, ooh, you're gonna get sick from that. Thankfully he never has, but there's easily anyone can come in 2, 3 days later, the germ is still there, and someone gets sick. But that would make us better if we had sets of toys. Let's say if it was like the little fruits that they like to play with in the kitchen, and we're gonna take this set out because we're gonna sanitize that, but we're not gonna be without toys. There's another set that here that is freshly sanitized. So just like things like that, I am always happy to, if it's okay to open up for us. I mean, not us. I would. I don't want to volunteer anyone for community service into the library. There's a lot of things that I've told Ember, hey, I would love to see this hallway painted, or I would love to see X, Y, and Z. I will get here. I will, and I've done it. I've cleaned, I've moved stuff around, I've swept, I've wiped things down. I do not mind. But if it's okay, you know, if it is okay, if it is permissible for us to be able to help in that way. Obviously we're not here all the time. We have a day job. But happy to do that, whenever we have something that really needs us to, or spring cleaning, like during a big transition or something.
Or don't we have the high school students also that need community service hours? That,
I don't
Do
know
they
if
still do that here in
still- I
Imperial?
don't know if they're still doing that.
okay.
Yeah,
They were, but I don't know if they still do.
yeah. It's always been, always been aware of Brawley and other
Now,
cities,
Brawley
but
and
Imperial,
Holtville do,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I've never been aware of Imperial having the community service hours.
they were suggested at one time, but
Yeah, yeah.
They should
It would be wonderful.
They
Yeah.
should. They should.
We could reach out to the other cities.
Huh?
the other cities.
A lot
Well,
of,
if they need hours.
even if not required, it helps them for college apps, so
Yes.
hopefully
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
get some good
Other
students
scholarships.
Yes.
who want to do it anyway, yeah.
So, I have had communication with Human Resources about seeking out volunteers. It wasn't necessarily high school, but I'll reintroduce that conversation about volunteers, because that's one thing with the library. Even if someone is on limited work duty or whatnot, our arms are wide open because we have all kinds of things that they can do here, and we love it. It's we're not happy that they're but
Limited, yeah.
but we're happy to have the extra hands. So yeah, there's plenty of things to do, and then I mean, when we have our workshop, we can come up with some. I mean, we have lots of ideas that we can work, and then be able to have conversations with the city manager to
Yes.
ensure that it falls in line.
Another conversation that I had with the patron, and Dennis, this might make you happy. I can't remember his name. I am so sorry, but he mentioned wanting more of an adult space, and I said, "Oh, I hear you. I know someone else that would like that." And I told him what my vision is, and I've been manifesting this vision for, I think Ember's heard me talk about this forever, but I said, even if it happens after I pass,
Oh,
this,
say it again so everyone.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
right? It's okay. Literally, I don't, if my daughter gets to see it, that's great. We have so much of a front yard on both. Our library is kind of like a W, if you will, or like a U to grow forward. And I have said this so many times, and I was like, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen, but my dream is for that library to be pushed forward, because we have our park as our front yard. We still have green space, but just to pull the building forward. And it can be either a cooling center or that adult reading space that he said that we had years ago. He says, and I want to remember his name so bad.
Mr. McAllister.
Yes, Mr. McAllister. He comes every single day to the library, and he was so proud when they told him how many books he had read. I don't know if it was in his whole time as a patron or in this year, but it was in the thousands. He is here every single day. So it's hearing from those patrons of like, this is what we would really like, and this is what we had, and this is what we wish was back here. They're using our space. This is like their third space or second space, maybe. I think it's really important to take those things into consideration and take the opportunities. thankfully now that I am reappointed, I would like to go gung ho with my advocacy plan for the library, and I'll have to pull up my notepad and dust off
Yeah.
and see. But I think it would be great to have these conversations with different elected officials and say, hey, if you guys ever have an opportunity or need someone, these are our plan. This is what we would like to do. Obviously, all these things having the blessing of you, Katie, and Dennis, and Ember, of course. So that if there's ever an opportunity that they're like, hey, we want to give this much money to a library, they have heard us and know that this is what we're trying to do and what our goals are. And I said I couldn't do it until I knew I was reappointed, and now I'm reappointed. So, and it was on my application, and you guys approved it.
Gear up, Dennis.
I didn't see that.
Dennis was like, "Oh darn,
Likes it.
you're only 30 once, right?"
Enjoy that.
It goes fast.
Oh, go! I know. I don't even know how I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies. Anything else? Is there anything? Is something gonna jump out at us in the middle of the night or before our next meeting, or is there something right now that you can think of?
And I also thought this would be a great moment for our new trustees to be able to just kind of talk about the reason that they
Yeah.
applied and what they would like to see, what their thoughts were. If
Well,
that's
I'll
okay.
just start because I've been following the library board for many years, and I've applied a few times, and so it's just it's great to see that the interns are creating a positive environment. So that's a plus for our community, especially for our youth, because of course, they're our future, and putting books in their hands, and this is a safe space. Even my librarian at school is a safe space for them. But I know I've shared this with Ember, but I would just love to create that collaboration with our school districts, and have the students to be able to from their home or from their parents' phone be able to put a book on hold, and especially if it's a book I don't have in my library and cataloged in my library. And so just open up that gap, because we do have a library, because I do share with them, oh, you don't have this book? Well, no, but we do have a library, a city library. And then they mentioned the other town's library, and I'm like, no, you really need to take that time and let your parents know that you want to come and visit the library. And so if I'm creating that, what I would call, like, we had DoorDash, Book Dash.
Yeah.
Create
Oh my
that
gosh.
Book Dash.
Oh,
Because the
wow.
parents don't want to get off their car. They have, their little ones in the car seats. So put that book on hold, and
You would love the conventions.
oh,
Oh, that's my brain is.
yes.
There is so many things. There's libraries on wheels. There is delivery service. That all exists.
Right.
We just need a little bit of help.
So
We just need to get it off the ground. But I love that you mentioned that, because my daughter goes to Ben Holst, and I am like spidey senses, like with joy. She has gone to her school and she's like, "Oh, Mom, I was about to get this book, but they don't have it," and she's made me come 6 o'clock right before we close to come find her book, and more times than not, it's available here. If not, she'll put a hold on it. And then she'll find something else, in the meantime. But it is so good. And we have Libby, so if they wanted to read the ebook until they got the real book, there's so many options.
Zip books.
yes.
And zip books too, whenever that program is available. If we don't have the book already in our catalog, they order it, it gets shipped right to them, straight from Amazon. They're the first reader, and then they bring it back to the library.
And the book stays here.
The
right?
it's a catalog book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Community creates.
Yes, you create your
Yeah, it's amazing.
the circulation and your cataloging. Yeah, that's awesome.
I've done it. I did it one. I did not read my book. I am so sorry. I tried it. I ordered it through ZipBooks because I was like, I saw it at the airport. I said, I really want to read this book. I ordered it through ZipBooks. Did not have time to read it. Brought it back because I was responsible. Came back to the library a few months later, checked it out, and again did not have time to read it, and I brought it back. But it's like on my list because I ordered it from ZipBooks. I'm like, I am gonna read this book. I just have not done it. But yeah, no, ZipBooks is an amazing opportunity, and I love that idea. And my daughter's favorite thing is that when she comes here to the library, our books are marked whenever they're in the AR program. And so she knows exactly what she can read that she can take a test on.
Yes, because
so-
we're an AR district, and so
Oh, yeah.
that's how, we're not
Very
cataloged.
important.
Yes, it's
Very important for them to
yes,
be able to get points.
Yes,
Yes.
Or ask the teacher, please create.
Please create a test
Yes.
for this. Yeah. I don't think she's old enough yet. I remember whenever I got to a certain grade, you were actually able to make the test. You submitted the questions and the possible answers. But she's in well, maybe now. She's in fourth grade. She hasn't
She
had
could start doing that.
yeah.
Watch out, she's gonna.
Oh my, and she's into
She'll get her
Greek
numbers.
mythology.
I have a feeling.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. She's been reading so many things. She's into Greek mythology, and she has like a textbook kind of book that she got from here. And she's just like, "Did you know?" And I'm like, "No, I did not know." Like, thank you. But she, that's the amazing thing of the library. If it's not a test, you can make it a test. I love that. I love that. Anything else?
I just wanted to make sure that our library was more a central focus point of our community, because I think that would be a lovely thing, and, bringing more kids in all Europe and campaigning, sign up for Libby, get your library card, get your this, and they're like, we have a library. I'm like, yes, and I got all twitchy.
I know. I know.
Yeah, there is.
I know.
Across from the park, they're like,
Oh, that's what that is?
Next to the water, yeah.
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 I love that you say that because we did make a suggestion to have wayfinding signs put on the outside just to make it very known that this is a library. This is it, even if it's obnoxiously big letters that say library on top of the building. So I don't know. Like March and Ash's letters that light up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. People, it's not a iconic building that people know, like, that's our library.
We don't have signage.
We don't have
still.
signage. I don't have any other than the door, but by the time you get to the door, you're gonna walk in.
Yeah.
So
And
you're
the
not
book-
gonna
the
see
book
it from
drop
that
is
far
already
away.
on a mission.
Yeah, you're here because you're coming here. So I love that. We have been, I don't even know, we did not really get that far, but we did want to do an outreach thing to push library card signups. I think it was by kinder or by third grade to have all their students, and that was just like an ongoing campaign to have up to by third grade everyone to have a library card and know where a library is. And that goes back to having like swag, if the teachers bring them over to the library and this is our library and here's your little whatever.
yeah. Because I know we tour the fire department, the police department. Do they come to the?
Yes, but it's not. It's sporadic.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a set like a set time where all the kindergarten comes or the third grade comes. It's they'll call and schedule a field trip.
Okay.
So that's where the outreach comes in, and where
Okay.
to be able to go to them, because there's times I'm invited to go read a story, but there's just you got to prioritize.
Right.
You want to do that, and that's where we'll ask a trustee, would you like to go read a story, and represent the city library, and the same as if we had a friends group. They could do things like that. So
Yeah. No, I love that.
So that was my thing, and I don't think that the kid, I have them are surrounded by eighth graders, and they're like,
Yeah.
like, there's other things there. They
Yes.
have lots of activities. They do snacks. They're like, what?
Yeah,
Snacks?
exactly.
And I'm like, if you show up, if they have snacks.
And lunch at the library in the summer,
So
it's
they're-
great.
So it
yes.
I think if we can increase their awareness and their
And we have
program
gaming.
the path, like that it becomes muscle memory
Yeah.
that they come, that would be
Yeah.
a really good thing.
Gaming.
Hey, we do have video games,
We do
yeah.
have gaming.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
huge
We
for
have
that
Gaming
crowd.
tournaments, and then the chess. One of our library clerks has a chess program, and
Oh.
it's just amazing to see all the kids in the room. But the gaming gets. I mean, they have a blast. The community room is just full, and you hear the cheering and.
So I think we could get it to be more integral part of our community.
Yeah.
I keep telling people, they're like, oh, Imperial this, Imperial that, and I'm like, Imperial isn't illiterate.
Yeah.
Imperial is illiterate. They don't want to read. At least that's my experience with my students. And it's like, no, we need to build that it's a part of them. I don't know. I don't know if I've done that with my students, but that's what I try.
Yeah.
I think it's a teamwork because, well, the library, well, here with whatever resources you have, Amber and her team, do amazing thing. It's a matter of awareness because library has everything that you said plus more. We have the state park passes, the sewing machines, and this and that, cooling centers, but well, you cannot do everything. So we can just pitch in saying, okay, you know what, at the library you can get a library card and you can get this and this and this for free or whatever. And but especially, well, I think work with the children or students, but also with the adults.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's, well, since I arrived here to the city of Imperial a long time ago, I have heard, and also that's my experience, that the staff in this library is nice. It's always a constant, and staff has like a rotated, changing over the time, but always that's kind of the culture, the policy means people are nice here. So that's, and I have heard that from my children when they were little, that all the people.
Great team.
They've
Do you,
said,
do you have a brochure or something with everything you offer? You do the calendars, which is great, and
we have our
social
cal-
media, but
We have our calendar, and then we have information on all the different resources we provide. And then behind the physical calendar, and then online as well. Our Genesis is the person that puts the materials together. She identifies a select group of resources on the back, because there are a lot of resources that library. Today I was just referencing us as the sapphire diamond. It's I mean we're truly a jewel that people aren't truly aware of. There's so many resources, and the receipts that we provide when people check out, it tells you how much money you've saved on the bottom. So that's
yes. I mean, there's truly, my daughter has had a Chromebook and teachers would love that because they always say when the year starts, sign up for the Chromebook. And if you don't hurry up, we only have a limited amount. The library has them. You don't have to fight for the Chromebook. You can come get your Chromebook. And so she's had her Chromebook. She's had to switch it out, but she's had her Chromebook for the whole school year, and it served her. And now we're like, okay, you're going into 5th grade. You're just gonna need a laptop. Like we'll leave this resource. We get it. You use it every day. It deems having your own. I don't know who I was talking to. It might have been my cousin, and she said, "How much does it cost to get a library card?" I've been on the library. I've already served one term. I talk about the library all the time. I'm like, nothing. Oh my God, so you're saying I can go get this and this and this for, yes, for free. They don't charge you to check anything else. So it's one of those things of people don't realize what resource they have that is completely free. And then you get your receipt and it says, and you saved all this money.
yeah.
There's just so much. There's the telescopes, the passes, the sewing machines, like you mentioned, the library of things, the toys. It just goes on and on and on. So outreach. Outreach is a big one. Outreach and wayfinding and making the library the place, more so the place to go and the place for our students to know. And that rhymes.
Yeah. I am like a young little girl when I see all the teenagers walking towards the library, like when it's half day. I'm like, they like us.
Come in.
Coming to the library. But yeah, and I mean, everyone's so respectful, and our community is wonderful. So let's see, I think that's basically, I just wanted to, just have a soft kind of opening, get to know each other for this meeting. And then I'll talk with the president about maybe doing a workshop where we can take, I have some resources that I got from the IMLS event where you can actually score, walk through the library and kind of score it. And that way, it kind of opens our eyes on what you see versus what we see every day. I have some resources like that. So we can maybe schedule a workshop so we can kind of have more of a more communication, and then get to work. There will be some policies coming to you as well in the future.
Perfect.
So
Really quickly before we move on to item E, because I know we have a goal. Katie, by any chance, did we do the bylaw update? I think we talked
did
about
look
it in our
at- and
January.
there was a lot of redlining.
Uh-huh.
That is that's the one of them that I was
made the
referring to that
edits
will be
that we-
coming. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
okay.
June.
I mean,
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. That was just one of those things that was like, okay, I think that was an outlier. Okay, great. So then we can move on now. Are we okay with moving on to reports? Okay, so we're gonna move on to item E, reports. Item E1, library administrator report.
Okay, so on Friday, I sent you a lengthy report. This is the report that I submitted to the city manager's office as well, that goes to the city council. And so the numbers reflected here are numbers up to, for the month of April, up to April 28th, when the numbers were collected. And so one thing I always like to point out is when we do the library visits, we have a door counter. So so basically we had 6,302 times that the door opened from April 1st to the 28th. And so that created 3,151 visits. But what happens with a door counter is a family of 4 can walk through, and that's not counted. So the number is realistically higher than the 3,150 that you're looking at. And so we're very proud of, we're very
Do you
proud
know
of.
if it's opening to go in or go out?
No, we just cut it in half because we have, the front door and the back door. So, we just,
Don't hold the door open for people.
exactly, yeah, have the toddlers walk in.
Yeah, yeah, wait, hold on. Come back in.
So, one day we'll, take some time and when we have extra finances and get, I would, I'm just so, that's my personality. I like to know the exact number. I would love to know the exact numbers. So those are, just some highlights that were provided to you. I went ahead and added a little chart, to, kind of show the visits, the circulation. Our computers, I mean, we have, I'm trying to count, I think 7 computers at this time. And they're always busy and full, and our team does assist quite a few of our patrons with, daily tasks that are needed, vital, tasks that are needed. So I won't go off topic because that kind of puts me into of privacy, like a little privacy booth. But anyways, so the next page, you'll see some more breakdowns. This is basically, so we have the fiscal year to date, and then we have the month afterwards, tries to provide you as much information. The literacy numbers look lower, but that's because that's the total number enrolled in the class that meets each week or twice a week. So the numbers aren't high, but it's because it's just counting the number of people that are enrolled in the class. And then on the next page, I try to provide photos, just kind of capturing some snapshots of things happening. And of course, I do get permission to take photos. But the 3 of the photos, except for the second, is from some teen internship programs. One was a STEM program where they were making bubble tunnels, and then there was a craft program, and then the second photo is actually of my grandson. He came to get a book for his report for kindergarten, and he found out that the our library clerks make the Bookymons. And so I've been wanting to get a picture of the Bookymon, so I was like, can I get a picture? So that was my photo opportunity to capture that. April we celebrate National and California Library Week. Our team had a nice little brunch. We opened late on Library Workers' Day. And then below you, you have the original Carnegie Library that was built in Imperial back in 1909, that opened in January of 1911, making it the very first library in Imperial County opening. And then the library that was built in, I believe, 1953. I always forget that number. And then our current library. And then I'll go quickly over the grants. We've had a lot happening with grants and a lot of excitement. So with it was so funny during the IMLS, they kept saying the semi-quincentennial, and I'm like, that's how you say it. I still don't know how to say it. But so we received a $3,500 award from California Library Association to provide some programming to celebrate our nation's 250th anniversary and celebrate our local history. And along with that, our California Library Association will shipped 26 children and teen titles that are focused on history and identity. And then by attending the IMLS convening in Phoenix, we were able to get an additional $1,000 to go towards our programming. So we have some ideas I'd like to discuss with you at later on this month. And then we've received quite a bit of furniture. Our literacy service spaces, our literacy program had an opportunity to select some mobile furnishings from a select group of furnishings. And so she was able to actually get a book display that the team has really been wanting for the library for book displays since all our literacy learners do come to the are very welcome. They're always in the library, so it's serving everybody. And then she was able to get 2 flip-top nesting tables for the community room because we use that room for the family literacy services. And then she was able to get additional bookshelves for her literacy room, along with a mobile island because they have a coffee station in that little tiny room, and a storage unit and a whiteboard. So the literacy room is a small space, but it's a very a lot of great things happen in there. As you mentioned, we received our 6 sewing machines. The librarian just ordered some bags to place those protect those 6 sewing machines in, so we can check those out. And then she provided me some resources today about that she can utilize to actually put on programming to use those sewing machines as well. And then we had additional news that came in. This isn't 100% signed off yet, but we've been notified that we've been awarded the Charlie Cart, which is a nutrition literacy program. And so we can provide, it comes with 170 utensils along with an oven, a cooktop, a griddle, a Vitamix blender, rinse station, everything. So we can do programs here. We can take it out to the garden, do a fun, program out in the garden, roll it down to market days.
Farm to table. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So there's a lot of
Oh, I love
opportunity.
this.
It brings a lot of opportunities for the city. In addition to that, when President Hernandez first started on the board, she came to me with this paper, a picture and she said, "The library needs this." And it was a computer
Oh my
desk with a little carol, like a little
For a
area
baby.
for the baby to
Yeah.
play. We were notified that we should be receiving that as well. So they already have the shipping information
Oh my
for us.
God.
And so that is something that
Yes.
is been
I've
off
been
your.
manifesting this for years.
Um,
Yes.
in addition to that, they also notified us, and they do have the shipping information. We just need that final check mark with funding. That we will be receiving a light table with some interactive activities that go with the light table. And that comes perfect timing. Our Sprout room is 6 years old now, highly, highly used. So it's going to be nice to be able to bring in some fresh
Oh yeah.
equipment because it really, everything gets used in there. I think that's everything we've been announced. I haven't heard anything about the book bike yet. I was really excited about that one. So I keep checking for this person's name to see if I get an email because it's been sporadic. And then we were invited to be a pilot program, to apply to become a pilot program for a community resilience for small and rural libraries. So our library administrative assistant actually applied for that. And it's basically, it's training and working with building partnerships, and it's a 6-month program. So we'll find out soon if that was awarded or not. There's an opportunity for digital literacy and access, which includes AI internet safety classes. And I have a meeting tomorrow with our team to go over to discuss this opportunity because that opportunity closes, I believe, June 3rd. So that needs to go out. Books program, the funding opportunity is open. It closes the 20th, so we'll be submitting that. We've been providing zip books since 2017, I think 2017, 2018. And then we're still monitoring the funding for the ESL. The state identified that is something that is one of their main goals to continue funding, but it was scheduled to end this fiscal. I mean, it's finishing already this June 30th, but they are still pursuing funds, but it's not secured yet. But our library, our literacy program has some money set aside to continue our full-time personnel at this time. But we are continuing to look at more opportunities for funding since that position is funded through this funding. And then I think I'll leave it at that. Yeah, we had on the bottom of the next page, this is the Southern California, people from Southern California that went to the library convening in Phoenix. Our library director from El Centro was there as well. And then it had a lot of great information. So I look forward to sharing that with you. Right now we're doing Musical May. Our team is providing movies throughout the month for our community. Our free after-school snack program continues through this month. And then our ongoing programming that we continue to provide is still going on, which is our Sprout Storytime, Video Game Club, Chess Club, Happy Hearts, our craft meetup for adults, which I pointed out to Susan when we were walking by. And let me see, and our Silver Screen Book Club. And I'll stand for any questions.
I have one question, and the rest is a comment. I did see that we're waiting to recruit volunteers or tutors, sorry, for the English as a second language. Is this because of the grant funding, or we just have not had any tutors recruited yet?
We're always recruiting tutors for our literacy program. Right now, we have a wait list for our some of our classes because our participants have moved up. You know, they've succeeded their goals and have moved up. So the tutors naturally are moving along with them.
Okay.
So we're looking for more tutors to bring in more people.
I wasn't sure if it was like a wait list because we didn't have tutors.
Yeah, yes,
I mean-
that is the fact.
Okay.
We have a wait list because we need more tutors.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
and I think we have 4 tutors at this time for the
These are all
volunteer
volunteer positions.
volunteers.
We
Yeah.
just need a
Yeah.
outreach.
We have one person that teaches computer literacy, and then our literacy coordinator actually provides a GED class for, and then we have 3 other tutors that provide the English as, I think everyone graduated out of English as a second language. They were moved into the, they call it English for basic literacy, adult literacy, and then family literacy.
Perfect. My comments are just wow. I'm so proud of you and the library and the team. Some of these are just we sit and dream and wish and then it manifests. But it does not go without someone putting the work in, and that's all of you guys. And small but mighty team, and we always keep saying, how can we be better? But if it, I want to recognize that we are already better than we were 4 years ago. So thank you, Ember. All the work, all
our
the
team.
hours, everyone puts in. It's truly a team effort.
Oh,
We are all one gear in this machine that makes the library
Yeah.
function.
People wouldn't come to the library if it wasn't welcoming.
Oh,
and
no.
that's what
And
they
they've
get.
said that it's welcoming and homey and it's small, but they love it. And I'm like, but we can grow a little bit. We can grow. I have dreams. But we create an environment that people want to come when they can, when they have the resources, they can go to any other library and they come here, even from out of town.
Definitely.
They come here.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I failed to say, happy library week and happy library workers day. Don't ask me what I was doing. I think I was
You were dancing.
graduating or dancing or something. It's been busy. So I am sad that we did not have a lot of meetings, but it also worked out because I was incredibly busy.
And I do want to point out, because this really highlights how our staff is just so amazing. We do have older adults who take public transit from Brawley to come to Imperial Public Library.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I just think that's a big compliment and really highlights our team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Anyone else? Do we want to move on to item E2? Yes? No?
Yes, we can move on.
Okay. So I do not see the assistant to the city manager here, so we'll move on to item E3, city manager report.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take a minute and a half. Yeah, Tommy is not here this evening. You'll meet him probably at your next meeting, assistant to the city manager. I just want to take a moment to thank you for your service. As we're going through budget right now, so I know that at least you all are not in this for the money. And so that's very helpful. So the city gets great bang for the buck as far as you folks are concerned. Ember went through her report. That's something that happens monthly, and so there's a lot that the library does. And so in the context of future meetings that you're going to have in terms of things, that might be a good thing. You get those, and if you take a look at them, you'll get a good feel for what happens on a monthly basis. So because I think the data that's in there is pretty consistent, and they're letting you know how the numbers vary. Last thing I have to say is did I miss that we have royalty in our presence?
Show the video, right?
For those of you who are familiar with the ROP fundraiser just happened, our board president participated, and I gather was the people's choice. Way
Yeah.
better than having
Are we
those
allowed to watch
judges.
the video next meeting?
Sure.
Good.
I will send the link.
Good, good, good.
Yeah. Do you want, shall I continue with my report? Are you? Okay, so I'll start with item E4, President's Report. So yes, from January until May 1st, we were prepping and danced for the IVROP Dancing with the Stars, IVROP Community Foundation Dancing with the Stars event. I had a little shout out to the library in my bio, so that was great. Very proud to be here. It was a lot of fun. We raised the most money that that event has ever raised. We did, I want to say, it was in the 60s, 63, 69 scholarships, student scholarships for local students. And we raised $49,700 overall just for student scholarships. So that was great. The event sold out probably quicker than ever. And it was a great group of us who danced and put ourselves out there for a great cause. So that was a lot of fun. Missed dancing a little bit, so we'll see what we do about that. But other than that, graduated thanks to reading a book at the library, finished my undergrad. That happened in the same week, and I just started my master's 2 weeks ago. All because I read a book here at the library. Are you pulling it up? Oh my gosh. So Amber has the video on her phone.
We're gonna play it. Oh,
we're gonna
next
show.
time. This is intense.
It
You guys
was
are gonna like
intense. It was not smiley, Mia, and it was very, very hard. But I mean, I do this always to give
this.
back.
Looking over people. This is gonna be fun next.
Oh yeah, you guys wouldn't believe it. Welcome, ladies. I'm excited to have you. I'm hearing. I mean, this is just our first meeting. I'm hearing things that are like, oh, Dennis. We all want the best for the library, and we're doing, like you said, we're doing it for free. And for us, it's just how can we make this better for the community, make this better for everyone. But yeah. I mean, I'm free now. My schedule's cleared up. Ember, I will be in your office again. Because I don't have to dance 3 times a week. I don't know if I had anything else to report. If anything, I'll bring it for the next one. Okay. Vice President Altamirano.
Well, I just want to congratulate you.
Thank
your
you.
Graduation, welcome the new members, and as always, thanks to the city and the library, members for their great job here.
Thank you. Okay. Anything to report?
Oh, yeah, I wrote something down because I will lose my train of thought. Well, first of all, I do want to thank the city of Imperial for this opportunity because, like I said, it's something that I have been, has been something I've been wanting to do. I'm all for volunteering, literacy, advocacy within our community. I see the growth in Imperial. I've only lived here 20 years, but within the 20 years, I've seen the growth and the need for well, not just our youth, but also our seniors to have, a place that they can feel welcomed and it's inviting. And so, and if you see two people in the audience, my husband and my daughter. Hi.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah, it's constantly supporting me and all my community volunteerism. As Dennis says, I don't get paid for a lot of volunteer stuff I do, but I do it because I have heart, have passion, and I want to see whatever I do or whoever I come in contact with thrive, because that's what we're basically here for. If it was about money, I would not be sitting here. So, and then also just want to continue to recognize and congratulate our library interns and scholarship recipients because their service, dedication, involvement, and they're creating that step for the future because the students that they tutored may eventually want to be volunteers in the library. So it's a full circle. And that's something great to really be proud of, the city of Imperial. And And then I also will have a graduating, from my daughter will be graduating this weekend from CSU Fresno. Yes. So not this one, the young one. Yeah, yeah. The one I'm hoping she's watching on Zoom, which is probably not. And then lastly, I am the chapter president for our classified employees. We have 318 members, Imperial Unified 565. And next week is our classified school employees, classified school employees week. And that is, that was in 1986. Our Senate Bill 1552 established the third week of May as Classified School Employee Week. So we just celebrated teachers last week, and then it's classified school employees next week. So we just need to honor all of our like librarians, our bus drivers, our food service workers, our custodians, everyone behind the scenes, and to keep the schools running. And that is all I have.
Thank you. All right.
Nothing.
You're good. I guess the last thing I'm gonna say is I do want to acknowledge our previous trustee. Thank you for your service. Thank you for pouring so much into the library and being here for your whole term. We really, really appreciate you and look forward to seeing you because she said she will be happy to volunteer with our library. So happy to see everyone come together and we're stronger together. So at this point, the next regular meeting of the Imperial City Board of Trustees, Library Board of Trustees, will be held on Tuesday, June 9th at 2026. Meeting is adjourned at 7:16.
Thank you, Lady.